You're commuting home with Katz and Cosby. Now, here's John Katzimatidis and Rita Cosby on 77 WABC.
With us today is Bernie Moreno, and he is running for the United States Senate in the great state of Ohio. And Mr. Moreno, you've been a businessman. You worked hard all your life. Why do you want to be a U.S. Senator?
Well, because this country blessed me, John. I came here from Colombia, South America as a kid. I was able to buy a tiny little car dealership with every cent I had in my life, built a great company, then built a technology company. This is something I could never have done in any other country on earth. I have 3 grandkids now, 3 little ones, and this race is about them, about the people who are listening to this show, their kids and their grandkids. We have to leave this country better for them. And these career politicians, like my opponent, 50 years in public office, it's not going to work, John. We need the business people of this country, like President Trump, to step up and serve.
I agree with you 100%. Tell us, it's the Democrats and Republicans right now, because the Democrats, the person you're running against, is he voting with Pelosi and with President Biden on open borders and all the fentanyl that's coming into our state? Into our country?
Yeah, Sherrod Brown voted with Chuck Schumer and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris virtually 100% of the time. But more importantly, John, because he's got these very deceptive TV ads in Ohio that says he works with both sides. It's just not true. When President Trump was in office, this guy stabbed him in the back at every turn, called him racist, said he was a threat to democracy, voted twice to impeach him. And guess what? If Chuck Schumer's the majority leader and President Trump gets elected, which means I didn't win my race, then he's going to vote to impeach him for a third time. We can't allow that to happen. We need the Republicans to control the Senate. That happens if I win my race here in Ohio.
Understood. What did he? We talked about the borders. We talked about fentanyl. How about the attack on our universities of what's going on? What's happening in Ohio?
Well, Sherrod Brown wants to give the free student debt relief to everybody who didn't pay for their college and racked up hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt to get useless degrees. 70% of Ohio does not have a college degree, and the other 30%, most of them paid it and paid their own debts. Why would we pay off the debts of people who went to college and got useless degrees? It makes no sense. On top of that, it absolutely makes these universities go out and hire these DEI officers, these administrators that silence free speech, that have pro-Hamas demonstrators on campus. Look, our educational system needs massive reform, and we're going to get that done when we take office next year.
Okay, let's talk about all the wars going on in the world. Nobody understands why President Biden and Harris, Vice President Harris, says she's going to follow his lead. The Suez Canal, the Red Sea is still closed. Israel is going at it by itself without the help of President Biden. What do you think about that?
Well, the reason that's happening, John, is because Joe Biden is weak and Kamala Harris is weaker. President Trump was strong. Our enemies feared us. Our allies could trust us. They knew they could rely on America. With Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they just cannot. And that lack of American leadership has made the world very, very dangerous. And instead of sending hundreds of billions of dollars to fight endless wars, what we need is a strong commander-in-chief with a strong U.S. economy, a strong military that deters bad actors, that keeps everybody in check. Look, Iran is a classic example. Iran was flat broke when President Trump was in office. Sherrod Brown with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they've enriched Iran. Iran is doing great, and it's funding all kinds of terrorism, especially against Israel. And we're going to stop that when we take office in January.
Tell us, we have time for one more subject. What else bothers you at 3 o'clock in the morning that keeps you up?
We have leaders that are just grossly unqualified to do what they're supposed to do. John, my opponent ran for office for the first time after graduating with a degree in Russian studies when Richard Nixon was in the White House. Has been in elected office his whole life. We need more outsiders. We need more business people who know how to get things done in Washington, D.C. That's why I'm running. If your listeners could go on BernieMoreno.com and help out, it would be a tremendous help to us because we need all the help we can get.
Bernie Moreno, a candidate for the United States Senate, Ohio. You got my vote if I live there. But thank you very much for coming on. And we got how many days? 23, 24, 25?
25 days and about 5 hours.
Wow. Okay. We're on your side. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Get your free guide at iCancelTimeshare.com. That's iCancelTimeshare.com. iCancelTimeshare.com.